Let me make sure my stream's working.
Don't forget, I'm going to do a normal tomorrow. If everyone's keen.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Tomorrow. If everyone's keen.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Alright, I'm heading in. I'm gonna link you my stream, Woody, real quick. Actually, I'll do that in Discord. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. I'm heading in. I'm gonna link you my stream, Woody, real quick.
I can't use that item yet.
Check the Discord, Woody. And let me know if you can see my stream and hear me, okay?
Alright, just one second.
I do need to fix something, though. Okay, display capture, that's what I need to do.
Where did you post it, General?
General, yeah.
Yeah, I see it here. Oh, wait. I don't see your stream. What is your stream? I don't have it.
Just look up Coffee Solo in YouTube and just go to the channel. And you should see a stream going right now.
Oh, you're streaming from YouTube, not Twitch.
Yeah.
Gotcha, I see that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see
Easier,
it.
higher resolution, not this peasant 1080p stuff. Okay, can you see my screen? I'm on screen capture, and OBS doesn't like to minimize, so it's going to be like really, really fucked up. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yep.
All right. The add-on. There are two add-ons you want. I'll show them to you real quick. The add-ons you want are Simulation Craft. Actually, here, I'm going to stop talking in Discord. I'm just going to talk over stream. That way there's no thing.
I have you muted in thing. I see Simulation Craft, yeah.
Okay. Yep, you see Simulation Craft, and the other thing you need is Pawn. You need those two add-ons. Okay. Let me just make sure my talents are correct. This is important to make sure you're using your rating talents when you do the sim, because it will sim you based on your talents. Okay.
Okay.
By the way, tell me, I've never played Affliction PvP. Tell me what you think of these PvP talents. Maybe change essence
I think
to demon.
Affliction. I think Affliction just needs a lot of work in general.
You're just like it doesn't matter what the talents are. It's just trash here. Okay. All right.
No,
Next.
Essence Drain is definitely not good. I play Demon Armor for sure, Rotten Decays, and Never. And I'll play something like Endless Affliction and Netherward.
Endless Affliction, Netherward, Demon Skin. Okay. Rotten
Yeah,
Decay's
something like that
no
usually.
Good.
No.
Oh yeah.
Not really.
All right. All right. If you can see me now, there is a delay. What I'm gonna type in the chat is /simc. That's gonna pull up Simulation Craft, and expect to see something you can't read. Tell me when you can see it.
I see you typed /simc. I don't see anything else.
Should be popping up.
Oh, here we go. Yep.
And then you just want to
I see
copy
this.
all of that. It's already highlighted, so just Control-C, and then click OK. And then we're going to be Alt-tabbing, and going to be Alt-tabbing, and then Raid Bots. All right, tell me when you can see the Raid Bots here.
I can see them.
Okay, then you want to click the thing to start with. There are a lot of options here. You have stat weights, gear compare, top gear. Top gear is pretty cool. It'll tell you the best gear combination from your bags. Drop optimizer, it'll tell you what drops would work best for you, stuff like that. Again, this is all based on simulation, so there is there is a margin of error. So we're going to start with stat weights because that's going to be our most useful. And then there'll be a box here. Tell me when you can see the box. Oh, and settings. You're going to want to make sure. I was simming for dungeons for my demonology spec, so I had it on dungeon slice, but you want it patchwork generally, just for single target. There is also a few other things: target dummy, heck, gag, cleave, light movement, heavy movement. Generally, patchwork is just the best to do, especially as affliction, since you have so much movement. You know that'll give you the most accurate. All right, and when you're ready, just paste it into there. And once you have it pasted from SimC add-on, then you just click Generate Stat Weights. Oh, and the other things to make sure is that that you've clicked in Najdatar, because that'll sim you with the benthic effects if you're using any benthic pieces.
Okay, yeah.
Which is cool. It's cool. It can sim you both ways, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Not trying to interrupt, but does anyone want to help with the 11 freehold?
Me. Okay.
Oh wow, I can ignore my whisper and respond.
Oh, dude, sorry. I had my fucking guild bank up over my.
If you need a tank, after I'm done showing this to Woody, yeah. The only thing is, if you don't pay for raid bots, you have to wait. So right now we're just waiting, and when it's done, then we'll have some values, and then we can put that into pawn.
Shelv, do you want to come?
Bloody internet just killed itself. I'm glad you didn't kill yourself, bro.
Like I said, you can pay like $3 a month to be a premium member. I know Glitch.
Wait, Bull, are you online?
Here.
I'm about to be.
Do you want to come to this Freehold 11?
No, I'm gonna finish my quest and I'm gonna shoot off the bed.
All right, now it's processing. So once you're out of the queue, then it'll actually run the simulation, and it'll test different stats in the scenario, and it'll basically be like a boss fight fast forwarded. You won't see it; you'll just see the math it's doing.
Gotcha.
All
and
right.
This is just given like 100% uptime. Like,
well, it's a
you're not gonna
patchwork fight, so there's not a lot of movement, and it's assuming you're playing at the top of your game.
okay.
And here in a minute, you'll see my stat weights. Let me know when you can see the page.
Yeah, I can see that, yeah.
Okay. You can see, all right, so 38,000 DPS, that's like fully ideal situation, top play for me. That is DPS I can do. Don't feel bad if your DPS isn't always what your DPS is. And then these are my stat weights here. Critical strike at 4.39. Here I'll highlight this. Basically what it's saying is 1 point of critical strike will increase my DPS by 4.39. So as you can see, one thing to note is how low intellect is right now. 2.16. So.
Oh wow, intellect's super low.
Yeah. So you can see this, and this will give you an idea of what stats to look for. You'll want to, every time you change a piece of gear, you'll want to rerun this sim because it changes. It changes, and things like trinkets, azurite, that can change your priority.
Mm-hmm.
So what we see here is a pawn string. So what we want to do is we want to highlight this pawn string and copy it. Tell me when you've seen me do that.
Okay.
Okay. Let me know if you can see me highlighting this little pawn button on my character screen. Did you notice how low mastery was, too?
Yeah, I have... Your master right now is like a third mine almost.
I bet it is. But did you see how low it is on The Sims?
Yeah.
It's telling me to get less and put in more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I have apparently way too much mastery.
It might be different for you, depending on your Azurite gear. I'm using Focused Azurite Beam. That has nothing to do with mastery. Undulating Tides has nothing to do with mastery. So that's probably what's bringing up crit and burst for me.
Yeah, you also have triple ID. I'm
Yeah,
running triple cascading calamity.
Mhm. So I bet yours are going to be way different than mine. Okay. So we're going to click on this little pawn thing, and I'm going to look. I have a few done, but I'm going to look for the one that, for you, it'd just be affliction. It'll add these if you do different types of sims. But for me, I'm just clicking on my affliction patchwork, and then I'm going to scale on these bottom tabs here, and then I'm clicking import, and then I'm just pasting that string in, and that's it. The game now know, and then I'll show you the benefit. The benefit is that once I do that, I can look here. We're gonna hover over Priscilla's fishnets. Let me know when you can see the squid lady's fishnets on my screen.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is, if you look at the bottom three, affliction, demonology, destruction, those are all saying it's an upgrade. It's not actually. Those are the base stats. Like, Pawn comes with some suggestion stats. You never want to use those because those aren't for your character. Those are just based off of like what affliction, demonology, and destruction usually need. But you can see at the top here, Jandrena, destruction raid bots, patchwork raid bots, and it's a 3% upgrade for me in destruction spec.
Very cool.
Yes. So that will tell you. Let's see if we can find anything else that's an upgrade for any spec. Let's look at rings. Oh, see, this ring right here, demonology, patchwork raid bots. It's a 4% upgrade. It's only a 410 ring, and I'm holding a 430 and 440 ring on right now. You know, you wouldn't have thought that unless you fucking simmed it.
Yeah.
Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one here, the Jade Orpheum Band. I mean, you'd expect it to be good because it has a socket. Let me know when you could see it. But this is an upgrade for demonology, both for patchwork and dungeon slice, and an upgrade for destruction. Again, over something that is way higher item level.
Yeah.
But this gives you accurate mathematical information about what's an upgrade.
That is very cool.
Yeah. It's very easy to do. I mean, do you have any questions on what I was doing there? Because it's...
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. It took a long time to get me simming, but once I realized how easy it was, it's like, why am I not doing this? It's so easy. But that's the way to do it. Right now, raid bots is what to do. Some people used to use Simulation Craft, and, well, technically we're using Simulation Craft add-on, but we're only just using it to pull data. We're not using it to sim. We're simming on raidbots.com because it's the most accurate. They update it the most, and they make sure, and they actually have like top people of every spec, you know, put in information to make sure that the robot is playing the class how it should be played, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I'm gonna download those two add-ons right now. Simulation Craft and Pawn, correct?
Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
use raid bots.
And then the raid bots
Right.
website, yes. That's it. That's all you have to do.
That was really cool. Thank you for showing me that. That's
And-
like actually
and
gonna
one
help me
last
a
thing
lot
to show
with
you.
itemization.
One last thing to show you. This Mog on a Blood Elf. Can you get more perfect? This Mog right here. Can you get more perfect?
That's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Alright.
Have you seen my mock?
Yes. Your
That
Mog
shit's
is like,
tight.
yeah, you're going to... You're dressed for someone that's going to be swimming and fighting a boss. You know?
Oh yeah.
You still have the helm on to like let everyone know you're serious, but you're,
Yeah.
you're taking a dip. I love it. But yeah, that's about it. Any other questions?
No, I can figure it out. If I run into anything I can't figure out, I'll ask you, but should be
Yeah,
able to figure it
for
out.
me, I'm a very visual learner. So, and I, well, even more than visual, I like to actually do stuff. You know, like for pulling, watching a video only, for raids, watching a video only helps me so much. This is why I get as annoyed as Nate when people like constantly talk and argue with him between polls. It's like, we need to see this.
Yeah.
You know, we just need to get polls and see this. You know, only when we start like getting good polls should we start changing strategies, you know, if we need to. You know, we just need to get the good polls first so everyone can see what the fight is about, what they have to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Usually with any suggestions I have, like, say my friends that are raiding, that are a little bit ahead of us and have gone through all the trial and error, I'll just message them it and be like, "Hey, this is what I was told worked for someone else." Like, I don't like try to debate it in
Yeah.
Discord. I think it just wastes too much time, and
Mhm.
no one wants to hear that. I'll just message him and
Yeah,
see what he has.
you're quick and brief. And if he says he doesn't like the idea, you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
What Nate doesn't mind suggestions. Nate minds it when people just sit there and argue with him for minutes on end. When
Well,
he could be pulling.
Also, if you offer suggestions, at least know why you're suggesting and why.
Yeah.
Like,
He
just
wa-
don't
he
be like,
wants-
oh, well, I looked at this log and they did
Yeah.
that.
He wants to know
Why
the benefit.
and how and
he
what.
wants to know the benefit.
I agree with that, and that's where I kind of lack because I haven't PvE'd in a very long time. What the people who have downed it tell me, that's what I'm like. I don't know. This is what they did. I don't know why it works, but that's what they told me works, and they said it works for sure. So
Oh, congratulations, Woody, on being the first Affliction Warlock to kill Blackwater Behemoth using Absolute Corruption.
hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm
Dude,
talking
look at the difference between our corruption damage. Part of that is your mastery, but just look at the difference.
Corruption 7.1. Like corruption to 15%. Yeah, that's
No,
huge.
look at the actual new numbers.
Yeah, I
Look
know,
at the
I'm
actual
seeing
numbers. I did 772k with corruption.
And then
You
like
did-
almost a million more
You did
damage. with
over a
corruption.
million. Yeah, almost a million more damage. I mean, again, that's
good.
I'm sitting here at 555 mastery.
Yeah, it's I'm
Um,
sitting at.
Yeah. So
I have-
absolute corruption, unless it's like a fight where it's multi-target, is just really bad for me in these stat weights. Like I need to find a good sim for like council fights because probably for like a boss like a Jara, I need a lot more mastery because
Is there a way I can sim like what does better talent wise? Because for me,
Yes.
I want to see the
Yes,
actual
just-
percentage
Yeah, that's what
difference
that,
between.
yeah.
The raid bot sims will tell you can
Oh,
swap out.
sweet.
Yeah. I think there's an easier way to do it, but worst case scenario, just change your talents and
Oh, I can just
yeah.
sim it and
Yeah.
it's sim it
It's
side by side.
It's
pretty
not simming what it thinks ideal talents are. It's simming whatever talents you are using.
much. Okay. Yeah, because I want to see the the actual numerical output difference between
For me,
Siphon Life and Corruption
for me, it's
because
about 2k.
I don't
For
like
me, it's
the play.
about- I know.
2K?
It's about 2 to
Holy
4k.
shit.
2 to 4k depending on my gear.
Yeah, I just don't like the play style
Like,
of
yeah.
Siphon Life. Absolute Corruption is just so easy. Like
Mhm.
reapply,
No, I hear you.
reapply UA to
Like,
get my
the amount of
cascading
the amount of
spam.
globals you gain by
Yeah.
doing that is huge. But if you look, Siphon Life was almost 700k damage. But then, I guess if you add my corruption damage to Siphon Life damage, it's still less than your corruption damage. So, again, that's probably going to be determinate. That's also the thing is that Siphon Life is also boosting my Deathbolt damage, and it's boosting and it's another thing to proc Undulating Tides, or to proc my Leviathan's Lure when I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I also have.
Or to proc my Shiver Venom, because the trinket
Yeah,
I
I
have
just
is
also got the 445 lure. Definitely should probably be running Siphon Life now with the extra proc chance.
Yeah, because I'm running the Shiver Venom relic, which is right under the lure. I love this thing too. It puts
cool.
It puts a dot on them, and once it stacks to 5, you can basically
AoE pop it.
And the dot itself does most of the damage. Like the pop is much smaller. Like if you look at the kill here, the venom itself was like 500k damage, 4.7%, and then the pop was about 223k damage at 2.1%. So
It's not bad.
no, not at all, man. Let's compare that to your Leviathans, Lure. I'm actually curious.
Yeah, with my Leviathans, that was the 430, and it did 7.4%. 430.
Yeah, that Leviathan's Lure is definitely better. I feel like that one scales really well with gear because my 415 one doesn't do a whole lot. Like I feel like with the item level that it scales tremendously well.
Oh yeah, because the difference between my 430 does 40k, my 445 does 50k.
Yeah, that's fucking huge, man. So
Yep.
yeah, I'll definitely have a reroll save for that boss. I'm trying to think what traits are on those shoulders here. I can't remember. Oh, it's not the IE shoulders. Man. Yeah, but those are still good. Racking Brilliance. Is Pandemic Invocation any good at all? I mean, no, you have to change
No.
Yeah, you have to change your play style for it, and it's pretty awkward. And Loyal to the End, how's that simming? Let's look at Blood Mallet. Do you check Blood Mallet? Do you know where that is?
No.
It's by far the best website to tell you what gear is good. Now, again, it's a generalized thing. It's not going to be. These are sims run, you know, on you know, stock characters, but they do update it more than any other guide website. So if you see it right now, like, oh, I'm looking at Destruction. Hold on. Affliction. Okay. Affliction, the number one trinket right now is Leviathan's Lure by a pretty good margin. Shiver Venom Relic is also pretty darn good. Let's look.
Yeah, I want the Shiver Venom Relic and the Lure for PvP. It's gonna be huge.
Oh, for PvP, that's gross.
Yeah, it would be super nasty. Yeah, because if that Leviathan Lure procs in PvP, that's why I was tripping out about that lure so much, because in PvP, if that procs, that's hitting someone for like 75k damage.
Yeah.
Right? That's an just instant 75. That's like a quarter plus of their HP. Just gone off a trinket proc.
Yeah, and that could be like the difference, you know, so often. But yeah, it looks like the Shiver especially is one that scales well with gear. Like, look at the difference. Are you on Blood Mallet right now?
Yes.
Look at the difference on it from like a 430 to a 445 on this chart here. Same with the Leviathan's Lure. Like, pretty big difference here. Like, yeah, you can see why my normal, because I'm looking at the 415 one right now, I can see why my normal one's just kind of shit. You know, that's...
Wait,
if you scroll down, you can obviously, there's only one bar because it's only at 400. You'll see the Highborn Compendium of Storms is actually higher than, it's about on par with your Leviathan's Lure at 430. But it's at 400. But at least it's on par with your 430 Leviathan's Lure. So yeah, it's pretty much you want the Shiver or the Leviathan's Lure at 445 if you're going to replace that trinket. Now, the one thing that pisses me off is they don't have the Mechagon trinket on here. But I simmed it myself, and the Mechagon trinket at 418 with the Cyclonic Blast is better than the Highborn Compendium of Storms. At least for me. But that might be different if you have less crit and verse than me, which you probably do. So again, a lot of this can come down to sims, man. Because trinket, a lot of trinket and Azurite proc damage is modified by versatility.
I do have a fair amount of verse. I have 9% verse.
Oh, you're at the same amount of verse than me. Okay, how much crit do you have?
Let me swap over to my set real quick. Gotta go back Affliction and swap.
Yeah. Because I'm at 23% crit, 24% haste, 39% mastery, and 9% critters. I'm pretty much just low on mastery. Everything else is pretty high.
In my PvE set, I'm... Oh, and something's wrong there. I'm not wearing the shoulders. Where did they go? Yeah, there.
Yeah, the only thing about Siphon Life is I think it's fine for single target, but as soon as you start adding more targets, it gets really hectic really fast.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, even on that Queen fight,
Oh,
you're like, oh, it's
Queen
only
fight.
2 targets. I'm like, or not the Queen,
the Queen's Court. And
Queen's Court.
dude,
I was like, it's huge.
Dude,
like, that's a big difference.
I went ahead and did that. I went Absolute Corruption when I switched to Affliction the second week. And I'm like, God, this would be terrible trying to do this with Siphon Life. No, you.
Yeah, that's what I did that first pull. That's why I was like, you need to summon me back. I need to go change stats.
Yeah. Oh, your damage shot up so much. Well, I kind of believed you when your damage shot up so much. I'm thinking to myself, maybe like playing like absolutely like the best play ever in playing ever, you could make Siphon Life work. But I'm like, but I realize myself, Affliction's never been my main spec till now. I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that well.
Yeah,
and
even at
Affliction
that,
is your main.
yeah, I've been
your
playing
main
Affliction
spec,
for a
so,
long time, and it's
so
just
I went ahead and did that, and I'm like, oh, this was the play, and it makes it so easy. Like, I'll be honest, I was a scum with the little shard things, the little crystals. I was only putting agony on them. I mean, I suppose I could use another global for corruption.
Yeah, I only put corruption on them when she casts the decree where you can't cast the same spell twice, and then I go agony, corruption, agony, corruption, agony, corruption.
I fucked myself over on that decree so much. I'm gonna need some good practice. We're gonna have to bounce ideas off each other when we get to Mythic on that one, because I struggle with that one. But again, that's why I'm so glad you're in the raid group, because I've been, the solo warlock for so long. It's nice to just have someone who's doing the same content as you with the same people, and you can just bounce ideas off each other.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I'm at 16% crit, 10% haste, and 90% mastery with 9% verse. I don't know, why does my mastery keep changing? Oh, my mastery was higher because I have loyal to the end on one of my pieces, and there's more people in raid group. I was like, why does it keep bouncing?
Thankfully, there are values. If you look at the sim and do drop-down options, there are values for the World Vein Essence as well as loyal to the end. So you can sim for assuming people have it or assuming people don't.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I need to target
What is your heart level at right now?
My heart level? 58.
Damn, I'm a full level behind you right now.
Yeah.
Next week, though, I should be able to